Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
WWE's Roman Reigns has often showcased his respect and appreciation towards the past generation of professional wrestlers in the Stamford-based promotion. Recently, Ric Flair reacted to the original Tribal Chief's heartfelt comment on X/Twitter. Roman Reigns has always gotten a compliment or two from wrestlers past his time, as many feel that the original Tribal Chief would have ruled any era of professional wrestling based on the body of work in the industry as a performer. Recently, the former undisputed WWE Universal Champion was featured in a video that went viral. In the video, the men's Grand Slam champion played a game and acknowledged Ric Flair as the better wrestler. Soon, the Nature Boy reacted to the clip and sent a heartfelt message to the original Tribal Chief, thanking him for the biggest compliment that he has received in the past few years. "Thank you for the respect at Roman Reigns. This has to be the biggest compliment I've received in years, praying gesture emoji," Flair tweeted on X. Roman Reigns returned to the Stamford-based promotion to eliminate Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and the Vision from the weekly product. However, the plot pivoted as the Vision turned on the Visionary following his injury in Perth, Australia, and kicked him out of the group in October 2025. Meanwhile, Reigns' losing streak continued as the original Tribal Chief and his team failed to win the War Games match in California. In the end, the former undisputed WWE Universal Champion teased unfinished business with the American Nightmare and reconciled with the Second City Saint in California. There's a high chance that Reigns could go after Cody Rhodes in 2026 to finish their trilogy, which started at WrestleMania 39. While the plans are not locked, the management teased the two crossing paths sometime in the near future. It'll be interesting to see what's next for the original Tribal Chief in the coming months. For nearly a decade, Roman Reigns has stood at the top of WWE as the Tribal Chief, a dominant and almost mythical presence who rarely bows his head to anyone. Acknowledge him? Sure. The entire WWE universe has done that willingly, or fearfully, for years. But Roman offering acknowledgement to someone else? That's a moment powerful enough to stop the industry in its tracks. And that's exactly what happened on an electrifying episode of WWE SmackDown, when Roman Reigns stunned the world by offering rare, heartfelt praise to a WWE Hall of Famer whose legacy shaped the very foundation he stands on today. It was the kind of moment that blends respect, lineage, and emotion into one unforgettable segment, and the response it triggered proved just how monumental it truly was. The unexpected moment. The show was already filled with anticipation. Roman Reigns had been advertised to make his first statement since his return, and the WWE Universe expected the usual, stern warnings, powerful presence, and maybe a threat or two aimed at whoever dared step in his path. But what the audience got was entirely different. Standing in the center of the ring, the lights dimmed around him, Roman Reigns raised the microphone and said, "There are very few men in this industry who shaped what I became. Very few I would ever look at and say, 'I acknowledge you.'" The crowd went silent instantly. To hear Roman, notorious for his iron pride, open the show gratitude was rare enough. But then he continued, speaking the name that sent shockwaves through the arena. "One of those men is The Undertaker." The fans erupted. This was a name Roman seldom invoked. Their WrestleMania encounter had been one of the most emotional moments of Roman's career, one where he symbolically took the torch. But for years afterward, Roman seemed hesitant to speak on it, almost as if the moment was too sacred. Tonight, everything changed. Why the tribute happened. Roman explained that as he sat on the sidelines recovering and recalibrating, he found himself revisiting parts of his legacy. He admitted that facing The Undertaker was not only a personal milestone, it was a turning point. "I learned something that night," Roman said. "I learned what it meant to carry the weight of the company. Because I watched a man who carried it alone for decades." He acknowledged Undertaker's resilience, his loyalty, his iron presence, his ability to command authority without ever raising his voice. "I learned what it means to be inevitable by watching the most inevitable force this business ever had." It wasn't a promo. It wasn't scripted bravado. Even those behind the scenes described Roman's tone as real, reflective, and raw. The rivalry, the respect, the symbolism, it all came flooding back. But Roman wasn't done. He turned toward the camera and delivered a direct message. "Dead man, I acknowledge you." With those 4 words, Roman Reigns shook the wrestling world. The Undertaker's response. Within minutes, social media exploded. WWE legends reacted, Fans posted goosebump-filled clips, and analysts speculated what this meant for Roman's future as a character and as a leader of his own dynasty. But everyone waited for one person: The Undertaker. And finally, the dead man responded. From his official social media account, usually reserved for rare comments, The Undertaker posted, "Respect goes both ways. Proud of what you've become, Roman." It was simple, direct, classic Undertaker, but unbelievably powerful. Minutes later, he added another line that left fans emotional. WrestleMania was a moment of endings and beginnings. The wrestling world immediately understood what he meant. That match was Undertaker stepping back, and Roman stepping forward. A symbolic passing of the torch that, until now, neither man had fully spoken about. But Undertaker's final message was the one that broke the internet. "The tribal chief has earned everything he has. And he earned my respect." Backstage reaction. Everyone backstage reportedly felt the magnitude of what happened. Many stars, veterans and newcomers alike, watched the monitor in complete silence. According to insiders, even those who had seen countless great promos agreed this was Roman at his most authentic. Paul Heyman, always expressive, was said to be misty-eyed. Sources claim Heyman told Roman afterward, "This was not acknowledgement. This was legacy speaking to legacy." One longtime WWE producer noted, "Undertaker rarely comments publicly, especially on active talent. Roman getting this level of response is massive. This isn't just a moment, it's history." What this means for Roman Reigns' character. Fans immediately began connecting dots. Roman Reigns acknowledging The Undertaker could mean several things. 1. A new phase for Roman. Many believe this is the beginning of a more reflective, more complex tribal chief, one who understands the weight of legacy not from ego, but from responsibility. 2. Seeds for a new storyline. Some speculate this could plant the seeds for a supernatural or legacy-inspired storyline involving the bloodline's future direction. 3. A redemption layer. After years of ruthlessness, fans are sensing Roman showing glimpses of humanity, and that creates deeper storytelling possibilities. 4. A new rival motivated by envy. Whenever a legend props up a current star, someone else in the locker room grows jealous. This acknowledgement may spark the next big feud naturally, with a rival claiming Roman hides behind the legacies of others. The Hall of Famers' respect means everything. The Undertaker offering public validation isn't just another celebrity endorsement. His respect is universally known as the hardest to earn and the most meaningful when given. The dead man did not respond to anyone lightly. Not during his career. Not after it. For Roman, this solidified something bigger than titles or main events. It cemented his place in the lineage of WWE giants. His acknowledgement wasn't a surrender of ego. It was a moment of truth. A moment where one era recognized the strength of the next. A moment where the tribal chief proved that even kings bow, not from weakness, but from respect. A moment fans will remember for years. WWE has delivered countless emotional moments, but the authenticity of this segment, the honesty, the history, the mutual respect, makes it unforgettable. Roman Reigns acknowledging The Undertaker. And The Undertaker responding with pride. Is the kind of storytelling that reminds fans why they love this business. Because in the world of WWE, greatness recognizes greatness. And when that happens, it echoes forever.